Spartans, welcome back. It's your boy Leonidas, aka Bladesong81. Welcome to the Ultimate Chess Challenge, where you, the viewer, get to guess the brilliant move. In this series, we're going to be putting the scenario out in front of you. I'm going to put up multiple choice options, and you, the viewer, are going to guess which move is the brilliant move. After a while, I will reveal it, and you can pat yourself in the back or laugh at yourself because you guessed wrong. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Hold the line until next time. Peace. These are my games from my archive. In the future, we'll do grandmasters and prominent people in chess. It is black to play and devastate white's position. What move does black play to get the brilliancy and keep a winning position? I'm going to take a sip of this non-existent water just to pass the time. Feel free to put in the comments below what you think it is, and always remember, pinky out, fancy out. That's some good air. Ladies and gentlemen, if you chose bishop takes b4, congratulations, you got the first one right. Alright, you're going to help me explain why this is a brilliant move. Alright, Apollo? The reason that this is a brilliant move is because it, one, puts a discovered attack on the queen, but also simultaneously putting a discovered attack on the rook. And black is supposed to take this with check and lose their queen, but my opponent did not do that. My opponent instead took with the pawn, therefore giving up the queen and resigning momentarily. The reason bishop takes c4 is not a brilliancy because it just hangs your bishop in one move, and now black is way down on the eval bar and will lose the game. And finally, the reason that knight to f4 is not a brilliant move attacking the queen is because the queen can just slide over to e3 and circumvent any sort of stress on her, and it just continues on as a game of chess. Game number 2, black to play and keep the game even on the eval bar. Any other move, he will lose the game immediately. While you guys guess, I'm going to show you guys something that me and my sister got a while back. They're Lego pieces. It's not sponsored by any means, but it's from Minifigs, and it's a Lego of her. You can see this, but she's short. You can see it says small on the back right there. Small on the back, and her hair comes off. But I think that's enough time. If you guys chose rook takes e3, you are correct. The reason that this is such a brilliant move is because after pawn takes the rook, queen slides in, takes on the e3 square, knight jumps in, knight jumps to e2, threatening this rook. The opponent makes a mistake and tries to attack this knight. The queen slides over, gives a check, king has to slide, and it's a potent little bishop to f7. And the reason that you want to go bishop to f7 is because if the queen doesn't go anywhere but staying on this line, protecting this h4 pawn, it is checkmate. And unfortunately, my opponent does not, or fortunate for me, my opponent doesn't. They decide to go here, and now it is mate 2. You give a check with the queen, and after the bishop blocks, it is now mate on the h3 square. Alright, the reason that knight to g3 is not a brilliant move is because after pawn takes, rook slides over, rook takes, rook slides over to attack the queen. We go here, rook is supposed to take here, give a check, king slides over, h6 is supposed to come next. We take with the queen. It's just an even position. White is slightly ahead. They're up one piece of material. They got these two connected pawns here. I've got two isolated pawns here. It's not looking very good for black at this point. And the last move that we have is bishop takes d3, and we would hope that if you ever play that in this position, it was a mouse slip, because after bishop takes d3, queen takes, and you are now just down a piece for a pawn, and it's just a bad day for you. Bad day. Alright, we come to our last game. Again, black pieces, black to move and keep the advantage. While we wait for you guys to put in the comments, or just in your own heads or on your own chessboard, if you want to pull up this analysis, I'm just going to show you what I wear on my head on a day-to-day basis when I stream. It is the Kraken Pros V3 Razor. Now, it says that it's good for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, but you have to have it plugged in hardline on the Xbox. So I got myself some Astros, I believe, for my Xbox, some A20s. Not sponsored, but just what I use. Good quality sound, very comfortable, very, very comfortable with the Krakens. But I think that's enough time for you guys. Let's go over what the brilliant move is. If you guys chose the brilliant move to be rook takes d5, you guys are correct. The reason that this is a brilliant move is because after you sack the rook for the knight, knight jumps in, gives a triple fork. At that triple fork, king slides over, you take the rook, rook attacks the queen, you give a check, and now he blocks, and from there you just find the subsequent moves such as knight to d3 and continue to give checks, and eventually the king will be having no place to run. The reason knight takes h6 is not a brilliant move is obviously because the knight can take the queen with a check, and the king is in mate on the board in the next few moves. It's pretty self-explanatory. All right, and the reason that knight to e2 is not is because this knight is still threatening this queen to take with check as well. So say, for example, king goes to f2. The knight cannot take because the king will fall, because the king will get checked by the knight. King will slide over, and if the king slides over there, it is mate on the board, and anywhere that the king goes now, it is mate and 4 on the board. So you want to make sure in this position that you are taking with the rook first, thereby opening up a possibility for this fork and leaving your queen safe and sound. All right, and that ends the pilot episode for the Guess the Brilliancy series. I've scrubbed the internet and I haven't found anybody else who's doing this kind of chess content. So I hope that you guys like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends, bring people over. I will be pumping these out as fast as I can. Hold the line until next time. Love y'all. Peace.